Yes, here we are. Another Lucky Larry boring video for you to watch today. And yeah, so anyway, I got stuff going on here. I've had to go ahead and help my brother out. And especially the other day when he just finished working on my daughter's pool they had put in their place, and he's working on that to get the filters right and all that sort of stuff, getting it going. And yeah, it took him like all day. And then what happens? I get a phone call from him. Quick, bring your drill and saws and everything else. I said, they got a leak that started here. I got water all over the floor. And so anyway, so luckily it's only like 5 minutes away over that place. So I drove over there. Sure enough, he's got there. I said, wait a second, what'd you need the drill and all the bits and stuff for? I said, you tore the whole thing out by hand. He says, yeah, I know, I just couldn't wait. I said, you couldn't wait 5 minutes? He's out like that with everything. He's gonna go right now. He just totally goes crazy. And so yeah, he found what the problem was. It was just, he had water everywhere. It was they had that PEX line they have, the fitting on it. Apparently when they put it in, it has these teeth on the inside so that it's real easy when you push them together. They lock in tight. Well, whoever put it in never put them in far enough. It should have been at least in an inch, and they never did it. So yeah, so that was his exciting time. And my daughter still had to have some guy come in from some carpet cleaning place because the water had gone underneath the cabinet into their living room. So it was all over the carpet, all over the pad, everything is totally soaked. So they had to have some guy come in. He pulled the carpet and the pad up and treated the whole thing with fungicide and trying to air the whole thing out now. So it's a total mess. So, but I'm not doing that. I'm right here. I'm doing other stupid things. Like today I had to go out and I had to mow my lawn and water it so at least it would look better than my neighbors on either side of me who haven't mowed theirs in 2 weeks. But I still have spots in my lawn. I don't know why. My new lawn I planted, or new seed I planted in a couple areas to fill in the holes that were basically bare. For some reason that seed couldn't take the heat we had, and it just burned up. It burned up everything I planted. So I'm back to square one again. So anyway, yeah, that's where my life's going here. Anyway, so, but what I did this time was I'm looking at this signal generator, number one, and had to take it apart. Basically, I had to take it. It works, but I took the a lot of the areas where they had it, like the capacitor was in a can. It was covered up, so I really couldn't get a good look at how they put a plastic pointer on this thing, and I still really don't know how they did it. Trying to look at it, but anyhow, I'll show you what I got here. And actually, it should have a plastic pointer like this one I have on this signal generator. And it's kind of like the same kind of deal, or it's behind it, and it's held in by the knob. Well, you look down at this one. There it is. I had to take all this out, on the top and the bottom. I took took it all out, and so there's the cap there. And if you look straight down, you'll see behind here. Let me get it closer. Maybe you can see better. Let's see. Closer still. Closer. See that knob? Alright, behind that knob there's this that area there, well, that actually turns too. When the capacitor turns, that part turns. So apparently there's like a little racer, a little part there that has to, the knob has to push up against so that that pointer will go back and forth. So, the only other thing you can do is get a piece of lexan and you try to cut a new one from that. Let me back up again here. Ooh. So, yeah, there's a piece of lexan. Big piece. So, I need to cut one little section out over here, like about like that. But still, lexan's not that easy to cut. So that'll be a problem. So I got that to do. Then I remembered I had this project. This is the, well, it's a Arc 5 radio actually. This is a, what? This is a, you can see it here, BC454. Yep. And this BC454 is a single band. It would be like good for like 80 meters on the amateur radio band. And that's what the dial has on it here. From 3 to 4, I think. So that's all it does. So there's that. And then I have a small 24 volt power supply, solid state one. So 24 volts comes out of there and goes over to the dynamotor over here, this dynamotor, and it's going to go in through the bottom actually. And what's it going to do? It's going to put out 220 volts, which is what's needed for this receiver. Now, the thing with that is, okay, I had to make a wooden block in the back for the connectors, and actually for a place for this to sit. It's where it has to go, back there, so that it'll be there like this. The power supply will be alongside of it. So that's the other project. This one here was one actually I had worked on some time ago because I had to stuff some of the capacitors in there that were leaking. So I've already done that, but and I have this power supply, and so I still got to work on that one. So something else to do, you know, just stuff all over the place to do. And so that'll be another project. And actually I do have to work on that signal generator too. I did partially, but it's still not quite done. I still have to do a lot of parts replacing in that one. So anyway, there's your boring video for today. I know, not a whole lot going on here. So anyhow, that's going to be it for now. Talk to you guys later.